You know, Dan, the one drawback to VR is that it's all virtual. It's not really there. You can reach out, but you can't touch it.
It's got reality right in the, the VR stands for virtual reality, so
Right.
it totally is real. It's got it right there.
But you can't touch it.
Drew Scanlon!
Yes?
I have come from the future with dark portents.
Uh-huh.
I am from a reality in which you can touch.
Can I touch you?
Oh, he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Just touched him.
I'm here.
Wow.
No, get away from me.
Tickling him.
Sicko. No.
I'm tickling you. I got you.
Stop!
Okay, all right. All right.
The future is here.
The Oculus Touch is out. It's hand controllers, works with the Oculus Rift, sort of similar to the Vive stuff.
Okay.
With their wands and whatnot. We got that stuff in here, and I thought I would run through a bunch of the games. Just to be pretty quick about it, I think these controllers are really good.
Yeah.
They feel nice, they fit well in the hand, the analog sticks are quality, like the buttons feel good. Like, it's a little bit more capable than the Vive controller, but I don't know how many games will use the functionality.
They're smaller.
They're smaller. They feel natural. They feel really nice. We have it set up with two sensors facing forward, which is their default configuration, which I'll launch into a thing here and show you how that what that actually means compared to what we think of as like room scale with the Vive.
Okay.
We'll start with Oculus Medium, which is a sculpting thing.
And this comes with it, right? With the controllers?
Yes, I believe as soon as you register touch controllers to your Oculus account, you get Medium for free.
Okay.
I think is how it works. I'm not positive on that.
That seems like a cool free pack-in thing.
Yeah.
It seems like it really utilizes those controllers well.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So not large or extra large.
Yeah.
They just give you medium.
All right, so you see these are my controllers here with kind of paint tools, sculpting tools. So with these two sensors facing forward in the default way that they kind of teach you how to set them up, that means if I turn my back, you start to see them move weird.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because my back is blocking the controllers from the sensors.
Gotcha.
So that's the difference between this and the Vive stuff. They have some alternate ways to hook these sensors up. You can hook them up at diagonal configurations, sort of exactly like the Vive, and then you get more tracking. They also support a third sensor if you want to buy a third sensor.
When you say more tracking, is it on par with the Vive?
I haven't tried it in that configuration, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think it has some differences in terms of like you might need a larger space for a slightly smaller play area because of the sensors not necessarily being something you can get up close to the same way you can with the Vive lighthouses.
Gotcha.
So there are some differences, but in terms of like what it means for the games and stuff like that, like this is really good hand tracking and really good controllers. And for most games, the behind the back tracking stuff that we see here doesn't come up all that often.
Okay.
But if you are playing a lot of that stuff, and I think as time goes on, more and more people will want to, all the different configurations, the alternate configurations should sort of help you do what you want to do. So this is Oculus Medium. It's like a sculpting app. You have a lot of kind of paint program style tools to kind of sculpt and modify things and create. And this has actually been really fun. I've been doing quite a bit of this at home, just kind of making stuff. People have made some really elaborate things. I have not really made particularly elaborate things, but I'm enjoying it just the same.
You're making a piece of tricks.
Tricks are just balls, man.
Yeah.
There's no,
No. They have shapes. They have fun shapes too.
No, you're talking about when they ruined tricks.
Still good.
So yeah, I can create these balls of clay, and I can start to smudge them out, and
Can you? It says clay down there. Can you make anything besides clay, or is it?
No.
just
Clay is just like, hey, spawn a thing.
Okay.
And then from there I can
Matter.
modify it. But the material is all kind of the same. The tools interact with the material the same way.
Okay.
If you wanted to make just a giant thing, how would you do that? Like, can you make one giant ball with the real quick press the button?
So I can I move up and down on the left stick here to control the size.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And so I can go like that.
Cool.
It's a pretty big ball.
Yeah. And then there's other stuff with like changing the resolution of the thing you're creating that would let you kind of get bigger. But I can this is pretty big. I can make something that's way taller than I am, like really easily. I can.
Whoa. Okay.
That's cool.
And then kind of move it around. You see this box around me. That is kind of the limits of the play space.
Okay.
And you
And that
can't
box will get
increase
smaller as I increase the resolution. So it'll kind of like, it'll make the whole image smaller, but give me kind of finer detail and allow me to do kind of more.
But can you make that like the canvas size bigger? Like a
No,
box?
I think this is it as it's at its biggest.
Okay.
I'm not positive on that, but I think that's the case.
This seems like a lot of good sounds for the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, it's really good feedback for what you're doing and stuff. You know, it's got pretty good undo. So if you just that line I drew was not as good as it needed to be, you could do that. So this is a pretty big. I don't know.
So could you scale way close to something and then do a lot of minute work?
Yeah,
Yes.
like put your initials in it real tiny.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like we can. I'll do that last. I'll do the resolution stuff last because it gets a little. It's a little different at that point. So I got to smudge things out. I can swirl some stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which is weird, but a fun
Yes.
tool to use. We almost start to get loose particles at this point.
Oh, cool.
You know, so I can take the smoothing tool and actually just smooth that stuff out if I want.
Can you
see it?
adjust like how much you're smoothing?
So yeah, I have.
Intensity of smoothness? Oh,
I have size and I have constraints. Squeeze triggered. Oh, so this is like if you want to always constrain to a straight line, you can do that way.
I see. Okay.
But smooth is really just it is more of a blunt object, but you do control the size. So if I want to go down and only smooth this area, I can do that, or I can make it a big area that I'm smoothing all at once.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All these sounds. It's perfect.
What else here? So we can flatten a thing out. This is again like just wah.
It just sounds like shaving cream.
Yeah, yeah.
We can also cut things and work in layers. So if I this isn't. I want to cut.
That's a cool. Whoa, look at those guys.
It'll take a
they're
sec
fun.
while it thinks about what it's doing.
What are their names?
Barry,
Okay.
Horowitz,
Okay.
Brawler.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so did that cut actually? Okay, that cut didn't actually. I didn't actually cut through a layer all the way. So you can kind of cut pieces off of your thing, and then turn them into stamps and stamp them places, and kind of use Photoshop-y like tools to work with some of this stuff.
Layers.
Yeah,
Also. Okay, cool.
layers. Yeah.
Was there any kind of big tutorial, or is it just kind of like dink around with stuff and you start?
There is a
getting it?
tutorial, yeah. It seems pretty good. I didn't start with the tutorial. I just kind of wanted to get in, and I ended up picking up most of it along the way.
Cool.
And then, of course, you can paint stuff. You know, and you can kind of do the same type stuff with like, brush size, and hey, we want to pick this up and quickly paint it around. And there's an eyedropper tool for if you need to pick up a color later to, get a color back and touch up some stuff.
Cool. Is there like a fill? Like could you just fill the
No,
whole thing?
not that I've seen. If there is, maybe I need to spend more time with the tutorials, but I have not seen anything that just lets you kind of quickly cover everything with one color.
Gotcha.
But actually, the painting feels good. It's got some recording tools that'll let you kind of record things in process as you're recording them, which is neat. And you can export these as OBJ files, which I don't know what those import into, but I've had some people ask for the thing I created on UPF last week, which why wouldn't we just load that up here? Let's see, personal content, sculpts,
That guy.
load.
He's our buddy.
This guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I might export that. So here's like an example of like that paint is bad. So we go to their paint tool, we bring up our palette picker, we pick the eyedropper, get that color back, and then
Fill his pants in.
fill his pants in.
Good. It's presentable now.
Yeah, this was unacceptable before.
You can go to the charity dinner now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Job interview.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Shirtless.
like this took like what, 20 minutes to make?
If that.
I'm not saying it's like some amazing work of art, but I dig it, and people have made more elaborate stuff, and that's cool. But I actually just like I've just started making weird characters, like just kind of drawing dudes.
That
and
seems super
sculpting
fun.
them. It is. It's really fun. It's actually really relaxing too.
Can you give him more arms?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I could. That would be a good case for the cut and stamp.
Yeah. That's a great sound too.
Okay,
It's like
so
a
you see
lightsaber
we've got
and
a
a fax machine.
we've got a break there. So I can now go here. And
That's immediately on a different layer, right?
yeah. So now this is a different layer. I can't necessarily. I don't think I can grab it and move it. I could remove it. And hide it temporarily and stuff like that. But now I just have this arm
geez,
as
there it is.
a resizable stamp. And I think
Give
I can.
him fingers of his own arm.
Oh man.
Wait, what?
Give him fingers made of his arm.
This is how
Okay,
Island
yeah.
of Dr. Moreau started. Oh dear. Those are tiny arms on his arm. They actually look pretty cool too. It actually works.
He's got weird claws now.
Awesome. He's got to have some thumbs, right? Opposable thumbs? Yeah. Yes! He can grapple now.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Yeah, so Oculus Medium I think is really awesome. There's some stuff like maybe I wish like that there were more background and ground options for you to kind of set. You can kind of turn off the skybox if you want and do some things like that. But
Or mess with
generally,
like focal length to.
yeah, well they've got they actually do have a picture button here. When I hit it, you see it starts
really?
it starts popping up this sort of stuff. Where like okay, so playback location. This is where recordings play. The head faces the recorded head
Wait
direction.
a second. Can you create animations?
No, I think this is more like if I want to like have a recording of me creating stuff, I can
Okay.
record it from this fixed position.
Okay.
Huh.
It would be cool to be able to have like assign 2 characters, one to each hand, and then like do a puppet show.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other stuff for that. There's other tools that I think would maybe be more in line
Okay.
for that stuff than Medium. But and then we got some lighting up here.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's cool. The playback, this sort of stuff, like recording, I think is a neat idea. I've just been using OBS to capture the window the same way you're seeing it right now, more or less, and streaming that. And I think that's been good too.
Cool.
But it does have some built-in stuff around that. All right.
Yeah, it'd be nice to, I wonder if those OBJ files are importable into like Maya or something.
I assume they're like, that you could do stuff with them or 3D print them or do
Yeah.
other stuff like that. Like people have asked for them. So I'll grab this one and put it somewhere.
Imagine that guy but real.
It'd
Yeah.
be cool. I'd hang out with him.
Yeah, this guy seems all right.
Full size.
Uh-huh.
6 feet tall.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to save him with his claws because I think that's a better look.
He needs to watch
then we're gonna
out
move
his
on.
belly button.
All right, Dan, I sent you a list of the games we're going to go through because
You did?
I'm here in the virtual world where we don't have things like lists and text. So what's next?
Here in the real world, I know that you're going to be playing Superhot VR next.
Okay, let's do that. Superhot VR is awesome. It's not super long, but it is super hot, and it builds on some of the same sorts of concepts and mechanics as the non-VR Superhot, which came out earlier this year. So we're kind of joining this kind of maybe like a third of the way through the campaign, something like that. This is where we left off when I played it on the show on Friday.
Are you going to fuck up any red polygonal guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up this red polygonal guy to be specific, and
could
then
be friendly.
and then more after that.
He's red though.
He is red.
So if you haven't played Superhot, time only moves when you move. So as soon as I start this level, everything will freeze when I freeze. But as soon as I start moving my head and hands, that will start time, and these guys will be trying to shoot or punch me.
Right, so it's not just like lateral movement, it's
Yeah.
any body movement.
So like I've got a gun here, and this guy's coming at me with a gun. So when I stop, the action stops. When I pull the trigger, action moves.
That guy's falling.
Oh, that bullet's not gonna hit.
Are you trying to go down sides here?
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh.
Nice.
All right. When we get all the guys in a given area, it has that pyramid appears, and then you kind of look at that pyramid to start moving on.
Naturally.
Does this game make you feel cool?
Yes.
Okay. It really looks like
He
it.
just blocked a bullet with his gun.
Yeah, yeah.
are you getting any auditory cues of when bullets are close?
Not really. I hear them shooting.
Okay. I like those little movements that you do to speed up time.
Arsenio movements.
We're like, come on, come on.
Yeah. Nice.
This seems really cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try this.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then this level, for whatever reason, just has this moment where I can make it stop. But as soon as I start moving, we get to watch this helicopter that I've shot all the people out of come in and crash.
Are you hurt?
Let's find out.
Oh, you're okay.
Oh, what?
You're
Are
a
you
hacker.
okay?
So we're back in the quote-unquote real world here, where I seem to have punched out my monitor, a
What?
real VR problem.
Oh.
Just ask Vinny.
And then these guys are talking about video games on some broadcast. I'm gonna put disc C in the drive.
Your hands are wild.
It's kind of an Amiga over there.
Are your hands okay? Are you a man?
Seems fine to me. I don't see a
All right.
problem.
You just put on a VR headset with your wearing it. My head hurts.
Sure did.
Whoa, yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, man.
What are you gonna do? Oh.
Ah, you got
yes.
me. You got me.
Oh. Man, catching a weapon off the guy you just killed looks awesome.
Yeah, and they bias it in such a way that the weapons are definitely like not real physics. Like they're coming at you deliberately.
Well, sure, but
Cool.
you find yourself getting into some pretty weird contortions.
Oh God.
All right, so if you die, it'll set you back at the beginning of
It's like a sequence.
the level sequence, yeah. Oh no! It's tough for us to tell when you get hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of these headphones off a little bit so I can hear you guys a little bit better, because
Okay.
otherwise I'm too in it.
Sorry.
It's too real. Ugh.
So you see I'm kind of reaching the edge of the tracking in some of these cases.
Oh yeah. Does that throw you off?
No, like you just see the hand not move the way you intend for it to move. Oh
Okay.
shit, I'm gonna die.
Are you?
I did this wrong. Unless I get him with throwing the gun at him, I did not.
Punch him. He doesn't have a gun.
Oh, he doesn't have a gun. We're fine. Come here, dude.
Mess him up. Oh no, sir.
Oh, you need that. I like that it keeps the text.
I'm glad this is a different thing and not just, hey, we tried to cram VR into the old Superhot.
Yeah. All right, this is a bad situation.
Uh,
But one of them's coming at me. So it'll be okay.
he has a gun that you can grab. Boy. Yoink. Yeah. Fuck. Oh.
Whoa!
What? Wow. Wow. It's super hot.
Grab pyramid.
Grab pyramid to continue.
Because those controllers are smaller, do you get a better sense of your hands in VR?
Yeah, this feels more natural, whereas the
Okay.
Vive wands feel like you're definitely holding a wand. And that thing feels okay with its trigger and grip and stuff like that. Like it's smartly designed, but this just,
They seem like they rest in your hands.
yeah, these rest in your hand a little bit more easily.
Oh,
Oh. You didn't stand much of a chance. Hey.
man. I really want to play this.
Me too.
Oh, that's everybody.
Do you have to throw the guns, or is that just a
No,
awesome
I
thing
just like
do?
to.
Okay.
Understandably. This is a bad situation.
Yeah, they'll let me out of it, I think, here.
Oh.
Does that look cool?
Yes. So now we're gonna warp right behind them. Oh. Where I'm now up here. And have a bunch of, and shoot a bunch of bad shots, damn it. All right. No trouble.
Warp.
I do wonder what this looks like to them.
To the red guys?
Yeah.
You disappearing?
Yeah. Or you moving. Like, what does it look like to their real time?
Oh, yeah. Are you just freaking out or like doing the Neo stuff?
Matrix stuff? Yeah, probably. Is it annoying to do these over and over, or?
No, you get into a flow with it that starts to feel real good.
Did multiple bullets collide with each other there?
Yeah, they shot each other's bullets out of the air.
Okay. Does that happen a lot?
It happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we got these bullets coming this way. Shit.
That could be bad.
I'm just not aiming well enough. That'll get one of them.
Do you ever get hit in like the leg that you didn't see it coming?
That hasn't happened. I think it's generous with the leg. I think it just tracks the headset and some distance below it.
Okay.
So like I feel like I got hit here
Okay.
on that last run.
Well, that up on that balcony is where you were before, right?
I think so, yeah. These are kind of warping you around an environment, so it tries to make some sense of it.
Could you have thrown your guns down to yourself?
I've seen videos of people doing exactly that, and it is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
All right, let's play a little bit more, just a little bit more. But, oh shit.
Well, he did. Jeff, that looked really cool. How long is this? How much is there?
I think this is like
Of this?
15 or 20 or something, 25 maybe. But it's I'm probably coming up on halfway through it. It's maybe a few hours. I played it in one sitting.
Okay. Whoa. I really like that pyramid.
Cool.
There's the gun.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
gun I
Oh,
threw.
wow. Seemed pretty bummed out that you stole his gun.
Oh.
Oh, God. Bad news for those guys.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh.
So this is pretty hard because the throwing is not easy.
As it
Because
wouldn't
it's
be.
just hard to throw ninja stars, or is it?
It's hard to like line these shots up. Oh, give me that gun. You. Fuck. Maybe that'll hit him in the leg. It did.
Yep. Oh!
Shit. All right. That's super hot. It's really good.
That seems great.
Yeah, that seems cool.
Like I've now played it basically two and a half times all the way through, and I kind of just want to keep playing it. I hope they do way more with it. I
Yeah.
hope they do sequels to that and all sorts of other stuff. It's really good.
That's one of the coolest looking VR things I've
Yeah.
seen.
What do you
Seems
got
like
up
a
next?
good framework.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Rip Coil.
Okay. Ripcoil is here just in time to capitalize on the hot flying disc battle craze of 2015, 2016, 2017.
I see.
This is a Discs of Tron-esque, Pong-esque, slightly Windjammers-esque multiplayer-focused game.
Okay. Online multiplayer?
Yeah. So we'll try and find a game. We're going into practice mode just so you can get a sense of the sense of things a bit here. This game seems like it might be a little thin, and I think it's hard to do multiplayer only or multiplayer focused games in VR because the potential player base is so small. But we'll see if we can find another person. I don't know how it'll go.
That's Sanzaru, the Sly Cooper 4 people.
All right, practice. So this actually has a really neat mechanic that almost feels like you're standing on a Wii balance board.
Huh.
So I'm here on this hover skiff, and I can move back and forth. Also, their pointing mechanic is different than any other game, and they don't tell you that, but it's definitely like, hey, hold your open hand here and do this.
Huh.
Yeah, T-pose. So they make you do the connect thing?
Yeah, a little bit. So I just kind of lean to move.
Okay.
And it feels like I'm standing on something, but it's really just tracking the headset, and it's kind of crazy that it works as well as it does.
I feel like you're standing on like a Segway or something?
Kinda.
Oh, so it's not just you moving in place, it's you move and your whole body moves on that skiff.
Right.
Or the skiff moves.
So I'm bending my knees to move.
Huh.
Weird.
That's
And
cool.
it's just the way the tracking works is they're able to know what I'm doing. And it feels good and feels like it could be a little more responsive. Like I've definitely missed some things going like, wait, I need to catch that. But you know, so it's a Pong style thing, you know.
It is indeed a flying power disc. Oh, you can curve it?
Yeah, and I can grab it and throw it again. It gets faster as you go. And I can also punch. We'll see if I can do it. I'm really bad at this. Yeah.
Cool.
And it got past me. So, yeah. But yeah, so those are the moves. Like you can charge up a punch. And then punch it back for kind of super speed.
How do you charge the punch? Do you
You just hold down either one of the buttons.
Oh, okay.
Kind of make a fist. So this has good hands. So with it, use the touch stuff, so you can kind of see that it knows that I'm pointing. It knows that if my thumbs are up or down.
How does it know if you're pointing?
I think the ring has sensors in it.
Yeah, the weird halo things.
Wait, and it can tell how it's analog on your fingers?
No, it's just kind of it's a yes no. But as soon as I get my thumb really close to this analog stick here, it knows to drop down.
Even just by laying it on there, just resting it? Wow.
Yeah, there's a sensor over here on the side of the controller that is picking that stuff up, I think.
Wow. Imagine trenched in VR. The amount of thumbs up technology you could cram in there.
Disc is getting faster.
We'll see if I can get a punch. Ah! Not like that, I'm not. So, like, punching seems like the secret to being good at this game, and I played this game first at E3 and had a real problem punching there, and then I've played it at home since, and I don't know why I'm bad at it, but it's just not happening. I'm not sure why. All right, let's see if we can find a match. Average
Overall,
wait, 48 seconds.
would you say, VR online getting healthier?
I think it depends on the game. I think right now you've got a community that's moving from game to game to game. So like, whereas, games that would have been popular 6 months ago, like Hover Junkers or something like that, kind of got replaced by games like Onward and Rec Room. Rec Room has maintained some numbers, primarily, because it's really good and it's free. But I haven't checked Onward lately to see how many people are playing that, and yeah, it's. yeah, I just think it's really hard with the number of headsets out there. I think it's part of why Ubisoft said like, hey, we're going to unite across all 3 popular mainstream headsets and make sure that multiplayer works across all of those, which is smart.
Yeah. What are their big VR games? Ubisoft's?
Eagle Flight, Star Trek Bridge Crew, that Werewolves game that just came out.
Oh, Werewolves Within.
Yeah. All right, I don't know that we're going to find anybody. At least we're well past the 48-second average wait, so get out of here. All right, why don't we move on? That game seems okay, but yeah, I mean, like it's hard to do a game that is mostly multiplayer when, you know, there might not be enough people to make that work.
Yeah. Well, next up we have Toy Box.
All right, I have not tried Toy Box, but you have, Dan.
So this is the thing that I demoed a couple E3s ago?
My understanding is that yes, it is definitely that.
Okay, I had a lot of fun with this back then. but
So
again,
this has multiplayer stuff as well. I don't know how this will go.
This was very cool as a demo. I'm curious to see
Yeah.
what the final thing is. Is this a game that you buy?
I believe it's part of the launch bundle.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the pricing on a lot of this stuff.
And you said you have not played this yet. Is that right?
I have not seen it.
Okay.
So
Oh boy.
Yeah, this looks
Adrian,
familiar.
can you alt enter?
Jeff, I'm going to try to maximize it. Hang on.
okay. Whoa. You okay over there?
We got a black screen.
See. Oh, here we go. We're good.
Okay. Tap me.
This first-party Oculus stuff seems to be pretty good between Medium and what I've seen of this.
I don't know that they made. They published it certainly, but I'm not sure how much of this they actually made internally.
Yeah. Even like Medium?
Yeah.
Put it on the pizza.
Destroy that stuff. Oh.
So yeah, your friends list. And,
Huh.
I mean, okay, I'll invite Peter Brown. He's not wearing a headset. Like this is a horrible. No, cancel. That's not.
Will Smith is probably wearing a tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I broke him.
Oh. Get back on. How many can you balance? Getting it up. Go for 10. Oh.
These look like eyeballs.
Nice.
It's about as good as I am in real life.
Okay. Yeah.
Doing this.
All right. There we go. Oh, that seems fun.
All right, let's.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, are games like this available on Steam or with the Vive?
No, the stuff that Oculus published is not available on Steam.
Okay.
And Superhot VR is also exclusive to Oculus right now.
Okay.
So they've been out there treating, they're running a publishing business. They're lining up content and publishing it exclusively, which has been controversial, especially over the last week or two.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff blew up because you had developers out there saying like, hey, you realize like these games aren't making money because there aren't enough headsets out there. So the only way they're getting made is if a company like Oculus is coming in and like subsidizing them. And then there are other developers saying like, actually, that's not 100% true. That's maybe misrepresenting a little bit. So, every developer's gonna have a different perspective on that stuff, I think. But, it's a complicated situation, I think, with exclusivity and stuff like that, in these kind of early days.
Yeah.
That worked. These are the default hands, which maybe we haven't seen too much of. We saw a little bit in Ripcoil, but yeah. So I can, you know. So there are games we'll play some later that actually have you press buttons this way. Like instead of hitting a button to do it, you just stick your thumb finger out and press them.
Poke it.
That works.
Which is cool. So you know you can kind of make full fists or you know do thumbs up, business guns, you know whatever you want to do. It's pretty expressive and kind of cool.
Can it detect individual fingers, Jeff?
No, it's just index and thumb, and then the other fingers are controlled by this grip controller down here. And then you know triggers. Triggers is triggers.
Yeah. Catch it. Nice.
Have you ever thrown a boomerang and made it come back to you?
No.
No,
neither.
I've tried
never.
many times.
Yep.
Get a lighter. Is that on the left there? The lighter?
Yeah. And we need some sparklers as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One sparkler will do.
There we go. Hold it. Don't let go. You okay?
Oh, it broke the globes over here.
Oh.
Now we're underwater. Don't worry, this
Flame's working.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, as someone's kind of first VR with hands experience, like it was for you, Dan, I think this is really impressive. And
Totally.
I think the social aspect to it of inviting another person and just doing that and having a conversation is powerful.
Playing catch and stuff or ping pong, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but you
Also,
know,
if another person joins, they'll be like across from you.
You can
or...
see them, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they would be over there and we could, you know, kind of do more stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you could have like a fireworks battle here.
Yeah.
Oh, fireworks battle.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a thing. You never done that? What is that thing on the table that looks like an Oculus controller? Is that just the standard make whatever you want? Or
Looks like a pointer. In case you need to point to other, oh, it's the controller for this thing.
Oh, right.
And it that lit the fuse on that when I did that.
Uh-oh.
And it'll point the turret at my laser pointer, which is
okay.
a really cool.
Like laser
Man,
painting it?
RC cars should do this if they could. You could probably do that. Paint a target.
Yeah.
Sure.
They do it in the real world.
No, Jeff. Don't do it.
That's pretty great. All right, that's Toy Box. You know, it really is primarily meant for this kind of social experience type stuff. So doing it alone, maybe you kind of don't get the full. Yeah, this is pretty good. All right, let's move on.
All right, next up is Bullet Train.
Bullet Train. Okay, so this is an Epic demo. They have another one, Robo Recall, that's actually going to be a game coming out. I'm not sure if Bullet Train is actually going to be a thing. But Robo Recall, I had access to like prior to the Touch launch, and it seems to have disappeared from my library. So I guess we can't show that. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But I've not seen Bullet Train. This was a demo that they showed one of the first times they showed off Touch, and people came away from it pretty wowed. So we'll see. It seems like it's a lot of bullet time type stuff.
Okay. Wash your hands.
Agent, this is Command. This train is about to arrive at the incident site. Before we get there, we'll need to go over your new teleportation ability. Hold down the teleport button to boot up, then look around for a teleportation portal. All right, that's how you teleport.
All right. Oh.
Grab those guns. Now try to shoot the targets as they appear. Nice shot. Well placed. Teleport ahead to grab a better weapon.
Superhot mode.
The enemy has found you. Take him out.
Rush those bullets down.
We are now pulling into the rail station. Be alert. The enemy will be waiting for you.
It'll be fine.
Take them out as you see fit. Good luck, Agent.
Do you have to keep your right hand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I can take it off at any time, but
But it kind of locks on?
It steadies the weapon. Yeah, I'm kind of using the grip controller here to,
Okay.
or the grip button to.
Could you grab, there's another rifle to your left. Could you, one in each hand?
Grab and throw bullets.
Excuse me. It's good to see that, you know, the Matrix is not completely dead.
No, no.
You must exit the train to complete your mission. Teleport to a new location.
This gun is empty.
Throw it away.
Grenades.
Adjusting tactics.
Okay.
You can grab
not
and
great.
throw bullets.
All right. So you're catching these bullets
Yeah,
and throwing them.
and throwing them.
Can you kill them with thrown bullets?
I think that's the idea.
Oh, you're like
That's
Dorian from The
ridiculous.
Mask. Ow!
Get into position.
This is silly.
Can you be hit?
I don't know. It's a
have
demo,
fun.
you know?
I love these yells.
They did call it a VR experience.
Yeah. Jesus, settle down.
Position. Adjusting tactics.
Another grenade.
Adjusting tactics.
Oh boy.
Hold on him.
Is that where guns come from? Trash
Yeah,
cans?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa, okay.
Agent, we are picking up a massive energy surge in the area. Use caution. Agent, grab a rocket and aim it back.
Can do.
Caught a rocket.
ah,
One in each hand. Double fist. Yes. That's so dumb.
I keep wanting to super hot it
Yeah.
up. Make it go faster.
Simulation
Eat it.
complete. Well done, Agent.
All right, I think that's probably that.
All right. Seems pretty cool for what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have I Expect You to Die.
Okay. This is more of a sitting down game, but I'm just gonna stand because it'll be easier. Okay, so maybe this was a demo that ended up becoming Robo Recall because a lot of the same
okay.
concepts are in Robo Recall.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. Robo Recall is more combo based and kind of fast moving. Like you're launching robots up into the air and then shooting them, and taking control of giant mechs, and the demo that I played was pretty cool.
Cool.
I expect you to die.
Yeah. Heard of this one.
This is a spy theme thing. This is also out on PlayStation VR. And I assume it might be out on Steam as well. I don't actually know.
Designed to be seated.
Yeah. But we're going to just stand. Should be okay. So this is more in the vein of something like... also, these credits are amazing. This is more in the vein of something like Please Don't Touch Anything.
Right.
And that elevator game that came out on Oculus, whose name escapes me.
The puzzle game where you're taking things from one floor to the other?
Yeah. It's a lot more like, hey, you're going to die over and over again, but kind of puzzle out what order of events you need to do to survive these spy situations.
Gotcha.
This is like a really good example of like a good VR credit sequence also. Like it's just very stylish. I mean, I think this would work on a screen as well, but it's really stylish, and like now I'm traveling through this coffin.
Oh, cool. Pretty clear what they're going for here.
Yeah. I might just try. I'm going to skip the credits. These are great credits. Make no mistake. But
Do you expect me to talk?
all right, so here we are, sitting at a desk.
Welcome to the Enhanced Operative Division. I am your assigned handler and support agent.
We are going to have
We're
to go through the
be
tutorial.
fast
Sorry.
friends, I have no doubt. Your new implants allow you to use telekinetic abilities to manipulate the world around you. Back when I was a field agent, we had to pick things up the old-fashioned way, fumbling for it after our third martini. I find testing your spine to be an absolute joy, don't you?
Nice.
Try leaning left. Now that we're finished with calisthenics, you found the trigger button. Your ability to press buttons with your index finger is beyond.
If you wanted to just smash your palm against these buttons, would it work, or
Your
does it
ability
have to be
press the grip button
the index
with
fingers?
Your middle finger.
Yeah, this doesn't push them.
Okay.
It seems you have a grip on the... Good. Now, I don't... Excellent. Let's practice aiming with your new telekinetic powers. Push forward on the thumbstick. It's below your thumb. The circle that...
So you see that reticle
Now that you
and
Yeah.
have the target, pull the thumbstick toward you. You're a natural. While still holding the target with the grip button, let go of the thumbstick and use your thumb to press the A button. That's the button closer. Well done. I wish we could
So, yeah, I have
afford
these-
real plans, but
These telekinetic abilities I can use to kind of hover everything in the air, which is handy for
Excellent work.
some of the
Let's try
instruction
one
manuals
more
and stuff
if
that
you're
we'll see.
feeling frisky. Hover the well placed. Now, there's only one thing we do. You've passed the test. Now, opening drawers and compartments will be instrumental in navigating the various... Excellent.
it's almost like you
Unlock
played
the
this before,
training
Jeff.
site
Almost.
on the projector after you retrieve your new mission from the door.
Good job. Good accuracy.
Well done. Feel free to explore your new office.
Would you like to watch a
calling
film,
this
Mr. Hunt?
Okay, so we need to, we skipped the mission briefing, but basically we need to drive this car out of the back of this airplane.
Okay.
Why this car can never reach Zanzibar. It has some of the most high-tech weaponry in Dr. Zor's considerable arsenal.
So if we start to look around, we start to see
Poke at it a bit.
some stuff at our
Put it on the
disposal.
plane, and you may
This
just
is
earn that vacation you're
How
always
to arm a
talking about.
bomb, step by step. We've got a stack
Alright.
of money here. Got a knife.
Can you switchblade that out?
No.
Oh, yep.
But so, you know, this is a game about kind of just poking at stuff and losing and trying again. So I can roll down the... Oh, maybe I need to get the keys first.
Is there a timer? Like, is it just filling with gas right now?
So yeah, there's poison gas out there. And so if I break this window, I will die. But
That seems dangerous.
Are the keys in the?
They're up here,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, all right. Saw that in the movie.
Terminator
once.
2 taught us anything.
Now we can just roll down the window at will, and oh god.
Hi.
That's not good.
So I could do this long enough to get the screwdriver and then roll the window back up.
Oh, it's not like instant death?
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna do that when we come back to life.
Deploying secondary countermeasure.
Do you know if there are multiple ways to get out of?
Yeah, there are, and it'll kind of give you like some spy moments, some things you did or didn't do after you completed it. So let's just put the key in.
You may be wondering why this car can never reach Zanzibar. It has some of the most high-tech weaponry.
Could you
just
in
gun the gas right now and see what
incredible
happens?
Arsenal. Naturally, we'd like to poke
Move
at it
head
a bit.
closer to scanner.
Drive it off the plane, and you may just earn that vacation you're always going on
Scan
about.
failed. Targeting.
Oh.
Laser avoided. Deploying secondary countermeasures.
No, Jeff.
Oh, the old ticking bomb. I'm partial
To
to plastic
defuse it,
explosives
you just
myself,
need to go
but you
backwards?
must respect the classics.
All right, we need to get this knife. We need to get the instructions on how to arm a bomb that are helpfully in order here, 1, 2, 3.
And so you think
And-
that this
oh,
arm
geez.
would be backwards?
Okay, we'll
yellow,
position that in the
blue,
air here.
green.
We'll get our knife here. So, okay, we want to cut that one, then that one.
No
Cool.
ticking is good ticking, as they say. Now, can we please focus on getting the car out of the plane?
Good thing we weren't in an abyss situation and couldn't tell what color
Yes.
the wire
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
Okay, so that gives us a little bit of breathing room here. And we can kind of start pushing some of these buttons.
Weapons offline. Weapons offline. Weapons offline. Next message.
Zor, there is an urgent matter we must
All right, we need that screwdriver. So,
secure
Be
line
quick.
immediately.
Bose. Do you regenerate health? Yeah, it seems like you do.
That's a heck of a screwdriver.
Yeah.
System resetting. Weapons online.
okay.
It kind of reminds me of The Room, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just messing with different stuff.
We've got, you know, some gas canisters in here. This seems to be primarily for smoke grenades, but that's not gonna get us out of the plane.
Wine? Yeah, there you go.
Now you're a spy.
To celebrate, don't you think?
Oh, I should probably not break that window over there. I might need it. Right.
Seems like there are a lot of things that you don't necessarily need to beat the level. It's just fun to mess around with.
Yeah, but this is the stuff that, like, at the end, they'll be like, oh, you found 3 of the 6 spy things you could do here.
Gotcha.
So now we've loaded dynamite from the bomb in there.
Oh. Nice.
A bit unconventional, but then again, convention never was.
All right, let's put it in gear and
You'd better
get the fuck out of here.
Plane before something else
Awesome.
explodes.
That's pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
could use the telekinesis to hit the pedal, because
Yeah.
in this universe you don't have legs.
Yeah, well, you know,
Another
it's VR.
Yeah.
We don't have legs. So you see, you know,
you
that's...
brought back some explosives.
Okay, drinking, smoking.
Nothing wrong.
I
parts.
disarmed the bomb,
Keep it up.
and then there's 2 more that we didn't do.
Finished
Gotcha.
dissecting Zor's car,
So,
and only
yeah.
2
That's cool.
technicians died in the
And then the
process.
next one is
A new record.
pretty good. I haven't actually finished this one, where we're doing some window washing. So at one point they say like, "Oh, someone's coming," and you have to kind of act natural. I
okay.
found myself just immediately trying to wash the window.
Deadly supervirus. We know Zor wants revenge on the agency, but this is a
Eat that
tad
sandwich.
extreme. Get into that lab, and I'll walk you through making an antivirus.
So it's not always escaping something.
Right, they're making a horrible virus in here. I need to figure out. I need to neutralize it. So that's going to be bad. So I'm just going to skip ahead using some things I already know, which is to get this ID card and use that to disarm the
Okay.
security system.
Nice.
Security disabled.
So then it becomes a process of
Full disclosure, Agent, I don't really
pulling these
know
instructions
how
over
to
here
make an
for
antivirus.
this table of elements.
Sean in HR says you tested well. And
Can you place these instructions pretty much anywhere and they'll stick?
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful.
Don't blow yourself up.
They want one of these books. It's one of the side things where I just throw the book off the... Oh, well, there goes my coffee.
No.
I don't know if the coffee mug factors into anything. I can open this and it's cold, so I could... theoretically do something with that, but I haven't found out a use for it yet. It's a piece of paper. Oh, what is it? Just an empty clipboard. Okay, well, screw that. So we can mix and match chemicals here in the machine and then drop them into the virus over here. So ideally, we'd eventually figure out something that would neutralize the virus. We need to get more chemicals. So there's a chain here preventing us from getting at all of the chemicals, but we can kind of do stuff there. I'm not gonna, and we can pretend to wash the windows, you know?
You broke the window.
This. Draw the shade. Anyway, that's this game. It's pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Any idea how many
I don't know.
scenarios there
I
are?
don't know, yeah.
All right, next up, we have Super Kaiju.
All right. I haven't tried this one yet either, but I like the sound of it.
What about what price range are we looking at for most of this stuff?
A lot of it is a little
All
bit
over the
more than
place?
you would want to pay for a lot of it, you know? It's
Okay.
like 15 to 20, 25 in some cases, yeah.
Do you think as time goes on that that'll kind of stay the same, or are these like all proofs of concept? Getting our first VR game out of the way.
It's a lot of cases of there aren't enough headsets out there yet, so for a developer to hope to make their money back, they want to charge a price that they feel is appropriate and make it work that way. You know, I think it's hard right now because these things are still $800 and then the games are expensive for what they often are. And yeah, the value proposition on VR is a rough one. We got some cards here apparently. Deck management, oh no.
Yeah.
Missile, shield, bombs, attack drone. Sounds like a good deck. Let's see what the practice looks like here. All right. So just so I'm earning mana by killing these creeps.
Okay.
And then that is going to build this meter so that I can cast things like that.
Let's see.
And I guess my goal is to outshoot him on this stuff so that I'm earning more stars and then am able to cast more stuff, like shield here. That's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, that is a cool idea.
And you can't hurt him by directly shooting him?
Doesn't seem like that does.
Oh, no?
Yeah, it seems like that's just kind of bouncing. Maybe it's doing a little bit, but
Yeah, slightly. The turret.
there's our turret. Oh, okay, all right. Turret just shot some missile. Okay, there we go. All right,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Causes trouble. I wonder if he is seeing the same things you're seeing, and it's like a last hit situation?
I mean, yeah, he's definitely shooting at some of this stuff too, so.
Okay.
Power up. Cool.
I've seen some health power-ups come my way on some of these kills.
He
like
just
that.
shot another one. Maybe
Yeah,
a weapon up.
that's 7 stars here.
Oh yeah, he's toast.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't know. All right. I was thinking about moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, this will have multiplayer, and it seems like you'll be able to build your deck here and kind of do some stuff that way. All right.
Multiplayer strategy games seem like a good thing to go for, I guess.
Yeah, I think that can work. Yeah.
Looks like next up we have The Unspoken.
Okay. The Unspoken is where's that? Under U for Unspoken. This is pretty cool. I tried this out at E3 as well. This is the kind of spell casting. Again, it's another multiplayer thing, so you know that again gets hard. But
Yeah.
I think we'll have to go through some tutorial stuff here, but you know we'll get the vibe of it. Primarily, this is about you having a deck of spells and then kind of drawing sigils and doing things to cast spells, and it's a one-on-one game at its core. Where you're kind of teleporting behind cover at a number of different spots in a level, and then kind of casting.
Okay.
wish Oculus had cloud save support for their stuff.
They don't?
No.
Weird.
Big hands, that's what they call me.
Those look weird.
You can see it. It's rising up on the lakeshore.
The user interface.
The White City.
Tricked you. Didn't expect me to come from behind. They never do.
You can hear us in the hum of power lines. See us in the flash of neon lights. Growing louder, brighter.
Insomniac really went all in with VR stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have to imagine that, you know, like they've published their games through Oculus. I have to imagine that Oculus approached them and said, hey, you know, you've got these concepts, we would like to fund them.
Yeah.
Why pick up a phone?
To our attention.
Right?
We know what you can do. But your actions have been careless. Your activities
Just use speakerphone all the time.
Yeah.
Like everyone on the bus.
You are marked for termination. Do not resist.
We need to hurry. You're defenseless here. Igniting your hands in public. What were you thinking? If the council finds you, they'll tear you in half. I'm almost inclined to do so myself. Comic books.
What?
You're just a child.
Oh.
But you have some raw talent.
Just come into my home after I've been told that someone's gonna try to kill me
I can teach you how to channel
and then mock me.
just enough.
This seems.
But you must prove to me that you're worth the effort.
Don't put the coffee cup within the player's reach if they can't pick up the coffee cup. I feel like that's a VR thing that developers probably need to eventually figure out.
It's time for us to leave.
Okay.
Quickly. Come closer to me. Point at the sigil. Now move next. This will have to do.
Pretty good production value on everything we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's starting to look less demo-y and more like actual games lately.
I think that's the sort of stuff that you get when you've got a company like Insomniac working on this stuff. Like they're accustomed to big game production and all that sort of stuff that comes with it, right?
I would say at least visually.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of like breadth of content, maybe not.
This guy. Hey, where'd you? Oh. This really wants us to center constantly, huh? I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a slight step back.
Are you huge?
No one can see us here.
Are you a monster?
This place is shrouded by a
You
concealment.
standing on something?
Yeah, I'm standing above the ground. You see?
Open your mind. Can you feel the hum of the city? Hold out your hand. Feel its primal energies coursing through you. Now ignite a fireball.
It's like Fable the Journey.
Imagine that these orbs want to disperse your atoms across the veil. What would you do? Charge your fireballs for a more powerful attack.
Oh.
Well done. Now let's see.
Feeling any homing on those things?
A little bit, yeah.
Form a shield. Your shield shatters when overloaded and reforms over time. Now, be prepared. These fireballs are real. This mortal coil swiftly unwinds. Your life essence is visible here. Most promising. Thoughtful positioning is vital for your survival. Let's see how well you can move. Ancient pedestals mark the passages through the astral plane. Point to choose a pedestal. You can use either hand. Now flash to the pedestal. Return to your home pedestal.
Oh, this is just a...
Excellent.
Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of a one-on-one... Again, this is almost like a Discs of Tron, too, in its own weird way.
So I mean, every Oculus game is going to have to assume that maybe you've only got the 2 camera forward-facing setup.
Right.
Does that mean that you aren't finding yourself turning fully around a lot?
A lot of these games, especially at launch, have been developed with forward-facing in mind. So
Okay.
Superhot doesn't really have you turn around too much. This has you turn around a little bit. Yeah, so right now they're calling their room scale or their 360-degree stuff, like it just says experimental. And as part of the touch setup process, you can set it up. You know, they've accounted for it. And you get better tracking and the stuff that comes with that sort of automatically. But yeah, the content seems developed primarily forward-facing. I bet over time, as they kind of see how people adapt to it, what people use, as the tracking techniques get better and that sort of stuff, then, you know, maybe you'll see more developers on Oculus, at least, do their true room scale stuff, because it is capable of that if you have the right setup.
Right.
And there are a lot of Vive games that kind of just work with this stuff, because a lot of this does, I'd say 80%, 90% of what you want out of room scale, unless you're trying to track a really big space. Because I can walk, I can move. You know, it's tracking a pretty big area. We can do most of what we do with a Vive already. But you get stuff where the quality of tracking is weird, you know, when you're blocking the sensors and that sort of stuff. So, you know, it has its trade-offs like anything else.
Spells are always at your fingertips. But there are other, more potent magics. The city exhales arcane energy in the form of embers. Flash to a pedestal to gather the blue embers. Embers materialize in the world around you. Spellcasters channel embers to cast powerful gesture spells.
Yeah, so this is mostly what I want to show is this gesture stuff. Right? We'll bop out of this after this, I think. But...
Then push, volley, or guard. These 3 gestures are the spine of every spellcaster's arsenal. First, the push gesture. Focus your energies. Now, bring your hands close to manifest the spell. Now, push forward to cast.
Chaos Skull.
Shang Tsung.
Transforms embers into a singular, destructive force. Focus your energies. Good. Now hold your hands up, touch to cast the spell.
That's pretty cool.
Volley spells are exceedingly difficult for your opponent to evade. The guard gesture counters your opponent's most deadly spells. Focus your energy. Cross your hands to prepare. Now break the pose to release the barrier.
Oh, uncross
like
your arms.
aggressive uncross. There we go.
Push, volley, guard.
What?
These 3 gestures are paramount to a caster's technique.
Is this supposed to be like that?
It's a shield. It's a cracked shield wall in front of me.
Okay.
Join you when you're ready to continue.
All right, so you can throw stuff, you can block with a shield, you can guard,
You can launch
throw a
fireworks.
skull,
You
and
can
launch
throw paper airplanes at people that turn into bombers, and you know.
And this is also multiplayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see there are other, you know,
shatters an ember before an opponent.
other pedestals over there that I can't get to because that's the other player's territory.
Right.
And so you just bounce between yours and throw stuff at the other guy?
Yeah.
Good. An uncast spell needs no counter. It's time for you to face a real challenge. This is my valet, Lenore. I've instructed him not to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he has a mind of his own. Now fight!
Oh, wait, how do I, wait, shield. No, shield, right. It's actually not letting me teleport here. Maybe it just wants me to fight from here.
Yours? Like, is it just the blue ones that are yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, missed. Oh, wait, I gotta actually hit that, huh?
Is there a cooldown on your special spells down there?
No, it just seems like I just need to have those. I need to have juice.
Okay.
All right, maybe we'll try and launch a skull at this dude. No, we'll try and launch fireworks.
Those not home in?
Yeah.
Oh, destructible cover.
All right, that dude's dead.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've demonstrated some competence. And a
So then it's got multiplayer around that and stuff.
this time.
More spells to work with and
Join me
stuff like that.
ready to continue.
It's pretty cool.
All right.
Cool.
But again, like the multiplayer focused stuff, I think is a little weird.
Yeah. Last up, we have Surgeon Simulator VR.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I feel like I played a version of this as one of the very first Vive things I did in a basement.
Did it go well?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it wasn't there at launch, and I was just like, wait, well, what happened to Surgeon Simulator? I thought they were doing a VR Surgeon Simulator, and I thought I was crazy there for a little bit, but it came out in conjunction with the Touch launch. And I think this is also on PlayStation VR, and I believe it's on Steam now as well.
I feel like a basement is where this doctor would practice.
Yes. Yeah. Or an alley.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all the goofiness of the Surgeon Simulator stuff, plus VR and the dumb physics and all the other stuff that comes with that, you know? All right, controls.
Should be easy. Heart transplant.
Sure, just jump right in here. What could be so hard about that?
Open up the chest.
Step one, perform heart transplant.
Yeah. Put new heart in.
What am I missing about picking things up?
You have to do a full grip. Like, is it the sensor and a button? Oh boy. I mean, part of the original Surgeon Simulator was that it was super hard to.
You have to use one of the thumb buttons as well, so it's like a full. All right, well, we got to get this guy's heart, right?
Yeah. Can't put a new one in if you don't take the old one out.
That's gonna take forever.
Oh no, Jeff.
We need something with a little more force.
You just punch it?
Ah,
all right.
There we go.
That works too. Okay, yeah. Toss that, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like a lot of what this game had going for it was how imprecise the controls were.
Yeah.
If you give someone like one-to-one control, I wonder.
It changes the game.
Yeah.
Does it actually make it a simulator?
I mean, look at it.
Yeah. Try to avoid those lungs. No, he needs. He'll need the lungs.
It's a heart transplant, man.
Yeah, okay. We need a scalpel for the heart part. Oh boy. Try not to throw the equipment onto the lungs. Oh,
yay!
Killed that man.
Oh. I was never good at this game.
Let's try more of a feather touch.
Feather touch.
Yeah, that's well, okay. Oh boy. What would happen if someone did that to your ribs? Like just destroyed all of your ribs? Like, you wouldn't grow the bones back, would you?
No. Bones don't grow back.
So what if they just took out the ribs and then closed your chest cavity back up? Are you just dead?
I don't think
Do all
you're
your
dead.
organs just kind of dangle around all precariously?
Probably.
Like if you got punched in the chest, you'd be in a bad spot.
That'd be bad, yeah.
Ugh. Is that anesthetic?
I don't know.
I don't think he needs the radio. Oh. Is it playing a heart song? Because that might work.
Is this bad? This number's dropping a lot. Is that bad?
I think he's losing.
This is
juice.
there's blood coming out of his ear.
Yeah, he's dead again.
You know, it's funny. After almost a year of doing all this physicsy crazy stuff, like this doesn't seem that great. I do. All right, so there's still some.
Mm-hmm. Not a computer expert. You're a surgeon.
It's a magic man.
Yes.
He's got the magic hands.
It's true. Why do your hands turn into skeletons?
It's like if I'm beyond the tracking,
Oh,
it's like, hey,
crazy.
you're not. All right, let's try this. So I'm supposed to be careful?
Yes.
I feel like that's the opposite of fun in this game.
Wonder if you can turn on like no fail mode. Then you're just killing people though.
Yeah.
Try using a scalpel. Okay, remove that. I need to break all the ribs.
I need room to work.
That's true. Keep one lung in there so he can breathe.
Ooh, what is this?
Liver?
Gallbladder?
I don't know that I've ever actually completed a level of Surgeon Simulator.
I don't think I have either.
Do you put the stuff back in? Oh, well, that's gone now.
Yeah. Well.
You got tweezers. Okay, you're gonna saw his heart out.
I need to get this out of the way.
Well, move it. You got hands.
It's in there. I gotta cut it loose, right?
Oh boy. Jeez.
All right.
He's dead again.
And it was going so well, Jeff.
Yeah, I almost had it. This is maybe not as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
Oh.
The new heart. Oh, nice. Just put that in there and then he'll have double hearts.
Yeah, he's got a backup.
So if one of them fails, you know, the body will just suck into the new one. Can you just remove that thing from his face?
No.
Moved.
Is this the right way to get through bones originally? Not the hammer. I'm trying to remember.
Maybe that's what you cut the like the tubes with.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was trying, but.
Do Do they have to do that when they actually do heart transplants? Just remove the rib cage?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, how else would they get in there?
Yeah, they might have to. I think they could probably crack you open and then put you back.
I guess. Jeez, that seems like a recovery.
Maybe they go underneath.
Underneath? Oh, I could see that. All right.
They gotta get. Man, they gotta. Huh. They gotta take your heart out and put.
I don't know how to
another
get
one
this.
in.
This is the stomach, right? I don't know how to get this out of the way, but maybe we just can do it around it.
Is that the aorta?
Oh, right, and this was killing him because you're creating too much blood.
Yeah.
You were chopping up his heart.
Well, you gotta do it quick, too, because you can't live for very long without a heart.
No, the heart's one of your most important organs.
Yeah, you need that. Yep, well.
Yeah.
That's Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know, the controls don't feel as good as other VR, like, tool-wielding games.
That's kind of surprising that you can have such a variability when it's your own hands.
Yeah.
Well, you know. It's the physics of, like, how you grab it. It doesn't snap into your hand. Like, that's how they kind of kept it goofy, I think, is, like, you don't hold it in your hand right, and it's hard to use. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's just a selection. A lot of other stuff that's been available on the Vive for a while, like Rec Room and Space Pirate Trainer, is also available on the Touch, and that stuff all works pretty well. And anyway, yeah, that's what we got this time.
Cool.
All right.
Touch
Rope 'em
later.
and ride 'em, little doggies.
Woo!
We'll see you next time.